The struggle to stay focused is primarily an issue of biological engineering. Modern applications are designed to flood the reward system with artificial stimulation, often making the cognitive effort required for deep work feel physically insurmountable. Overcoming this requires a move away from fluctuating motivation. Instead, you are going to execute a physical reconfiguration of your environment to build a daily dopamine framework. You only need 3 physical tools to implement this system. First, your smartphone, a wall calendar, and a marker. To use these tools effectively, we have to look at what dopamine actually does. It is the molecule of craving and pursuit. When harnessed correctly, it provides the neurochemical drive necessary to push through difficult, unglamorous tasks. The first action of the framework occurs the moment you wake up. You need to get outside and view low-angle morning sunlight. Strict execution is required here. Spend 10 to 30 minutes outdoors. Do not wear sunglasses, and never try to do this through a window, as the glass filters out the specific light wavelengths needed to trigger the brain. This chart tracks your dopamine baseline. Morning light triggers a natural release, lifting levels into an elevated plateau. This also spikes cortisol to heighten alertness, initiating a 14-hour sleep timer. This plateau provides a stable reservoir of motivation to maintain focus all day. Mastering morning light is more than a wake-up habit. It biologically prepares the brain to handle the friction of demanding tasks that come later. Now that your baseline is set, you have to protect it. This means systematically removing the high-intensity digital spikes that actively compete with your ability to do deep work. Navigate to your phone's accessibility settings and switch your screen's color profile to manual grayscale. Stripping away vibrant colors removes the visual appeal that apps use to keep you engaged. When the screen is gray, the visual cues that normally trigger a craving to scroll become significantly less enticing. Next, establish physical no-phone zones. During deep work sessions, put distance between yourself and the device by placing it in a drawer in another room. Because picking up the phone now requires the physical effort of walking to another room, you break the unconscious habit loop before it starts. This distance acts as a biological friction point. By making digital triggers invisible, you conserve your executive function for the work that matters, rather than fighting a constant battle against colorful notifications. Even in a controlled environment, the moment you begin a difficult task, you will face immediate mental resistance. Apply cognitive warming. Commit to 10 minutes of uninterrupted effort. The initial urge to switch tasks is called limbic friction. Recognize this agitation as a necessary warm-up. Once past this window, the brain releases dopamine, moving you from resistance into active engagement. By pushing through this initial warm-up, you enable the dopamine system to reward the process of work, making your focus much easier to sustain over the long term. The moment your deep work block ends, you must take one final action to close the habit loop and signal success to your brain. Use your marker to draw a large X over the current date on your physical wall calendar. Because the human brain prioritizes immediate feedback, this visual progress provides the instant satisfaction required to reinforce the behavior in your basal ganglia. Finally, you must replenish your reserves. Incorporate 10 to 20 minutes of non-sleep deep rest, or NSDR, to help your system recover after high-intensity cognitive output. Without intentional rest, the dopamine pool remains depleted. Consistently closing the loop and recovering ensures you have the capacity to repeat the framework tomorrow. Your architecture is now set: a grayscale screen, physical boundaries, a visual tracker, and a daily sunlight mandate. When you inevitably miss a day, follow the never miss twice rule. Missing one day is a slip. Missing 2 establishes a new negative baseline that is much harder to break. Long-term neurochemical change is driven by consistency, not perfection. Keep the system running so your environment works for you rather than against you. You have the instructions. Open your accessibility settings to enable grayscale and hang up your calendar to start your reset today.